Ready? Hey guys, welcome back to another podcast for Commander Techs. Here we are with episode 8, and here's a weekly update with some crazy news. I mean, it's interesting.
And don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications after this episode is done so you stay up to date with all that Magic the Gathering content.
It truly helps, guys. It truly helps. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about. You want to kick us off, Quinn?
Yeah, the first thing I'll talk about is kind of the Strixhaven houses that we've kind of been spoiled to now. So we know there's 5 houses, kind of like, with kind of like Harry Potter and whatnot. So the 5 houses are called Silverquill, Lorehold, Prismari, Witherbloom, and Quandrix. And from what has been spoiled, it's been, I think, 2 colors.
Yeah.
And I think you could touch on that a little bit. But so what we know so far is that the commands is going to come back, like Kolaghan's command, like how the Dragon Lords had their commands. All the certain houses are going to have their own commands too. So I guess you want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, so we got it for sure based on what the commands were spoiled, and based on the commands, this is what our predictions are for the colors. Witherbloom kicks us off with a Golgari color scheme, and it comes in with 2 mana costs. I'll throw it up on screen. I won't go over in too much detail. We have Silverquill command, which is an Orzhov color scheme, and that's for 4 mana cost. And then we have Quandrix, which is Simic, and that's for 3 mana cost. And then we have Prismari for 3 mana cost, and that's Izzet. And then we have Lorehold command, and that's Boros. Crazy part is, so we not only got an idea of what each color scheme is going to be, we also got some sort of leaked art as well for the colleges. And we also got leaked pictures of packs as well, showing kind of what the set entails, and it seems interesting. So it's definitely interesting. Like, each different house is basically almost like a whole, like, different way of, I guess,
expressing how magic is.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I mean, it's going to be an interesting set. So, and then nonetheless, with each of the commands being spoiled, we also got a sneak peek. Looks like we're going to get masterpieces again, which it's been a little bit since we've got masterpieces, and it's really cool because once a masterpiece is made, it's not going to be printed again. So it's basically just going to keep increasing in value. It's not like it's going to go down anytime soon. And so that's really cool because based on the masterpieces, there's 2 different arts. There's kind of like a Japanese kind of art and stuff that's out right now. That looks really awesome. And then there's also a English version, and it looks really cool too. The weird part is Opt made the masterpiece list. I don't know. I think it's weird.
I mean, Opt is a pretty, what's the blue-red one again? The house or whatever. The Izzet house. I mean, that's probably a big staple in, like, blue builds. Pretty much any blue build is Opt. So I could see why they would make a masterpiece of it.
Yeah. And then we have Demonic Tutor, which, oh man, Demonic Tutor is truly amazing. I mean, a 2 mana cost tutor to put in your hand is pretty powerful. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then Sword of Plowshares, I mean, probably your most iconic removal
White
spell
removal
in
spell, yeah.
white, yeah. So
That
it's
and Path to Exile is probably the two big ones. But
yeah,
also, I really like the artist source of Plowshares, like how the sword is transforming into like a staff or whatever. It's kind of
yeah.
cool. No,
It looks cool.
yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
We just got out of Keldheim and now we're getting Strixhaven details, so it's definitely pretty cool.
All right, the next thing we're going to talk about is something that's coming up later in 2021, and that's the other Innistrad set that's going to come out with, which consists of two sets, I believe. It's like werewolves and vampires, and
Yeah.
we just got some leaks of like some of the packaging that's coming out because none of the cards are really going to be leaked until later this year. But looking at the packs, it looks like one's going to be werewolf themed, obviously, and one's going to be vampire themed, obviously. And there's also this purple pack color, which could be like a collector's booster box packaging and stuff. But I mean, this is all completely speculation, but that's kind of like what my thoughts are about it and stuff. So
Yeah, and if I mean, like I said, Keldheim just got done with, so we're not only getting Strixhaven's leaks, we're getting some Innistrad. That's going to be the last set of the year, so I don't know. This is kind of crazy.
yeah, it's going to be a big year for Magic, that's for sure.
Yeah. We have confirmed on the packs themselves. We've got planeswalkers like Teferi, Renin 6, the creature, Olivia Valderen's going to be in it. Most likely, Arlen Cord is probably going to make a comeback in this set. I mean, I
I mean, the
imagine.
werewolf planeswalker, I mean, I guess should hopefully make a comeback in this
You
set.
would think, yeah. That's for sure. We're going to have our hands full and stuff for this set coming up, and so it's the werewolf one is confirmed to be called, what is it, the Midnight Hunt?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's definitely pretty cool. Moving on from some spoilers here and teasers, we have the future of the Phyrexians that Mark Rosewater addressed. So in Kaldheim, we got Vorinclex in a new creature, and it was errata. He's now for sure a Phyrexian, and Mark Rosewater confirmed that they're going to go through a lot of the older cards in the sets, and they're going to errata all of the old creature type to be Phyrexian, which is really cool. Adds that tribal element and confirms the creature type that we already know them to be. So
And Phyrexian has been around for a long time, I would say. So I
yeah,
mean, it's past overdue, I think, is that they get their own creature type.
and one would say it's going to be the next big Bolas figure, like big bad of the multiverse that everyone's going to have to deal with. So
Just Vorinclex or just all the Phyrexians?
I think all the Phyrexians, Vorinclex isn't alone. I mean, you got Gingiataxis, which is like the mastermind, and then I don't think the Phyrexians are alone. I think they're working with someone else too,
Mm-hmm.
and we kind of saw that with Tybalt. They kind of Vorinclex and Tybalt had some sort of connection. So it's definitely cool to see this come into play. I mean, Phyrexians are a force to be reckoned with
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. Also, Mark Rosewater can address the whole double-faced cards, the modal double-faced cards. They're really cool. Everyone really likes them, but they're really hard to make. So he did say that we will be seeing them in future sets, but we might not see them as prevalent at that Keldheim and Return to Zendikar or Zendikar Rising featured, but we will see them because they're really cool.
Yeah, I think a lot of people like them and stuff. So.
Yeah, that choice, especially the lands. Like most
All
of the time,
the lands
mana
are really
fixing.
handy.
Yeah, when it comes down to it, mana fixing is most needed in the beginning part of the game. So it's having that choice is pretty awesome.
Yeah. All right, for the last section that we got, me and Cory are gonna just elaborate on some like one deck that if we didn't have a cost and if we had all the cards accessible to us, what deck would we make? So I guess
Yeah.
I'll go first. The deck that I would make is Tolgraf, God of Fury. I mean, I'm not gonna read the card. Cory's gonna put it up.
Put it up there somewhere.
But the reason why I want to build this deck is because one of my very first commander decks was Burn. I think it was the Nizzet Burn deck, and it was really down to earth and basic, and just his ability is really cool. Where if you Blasphemous Act, like for a lot of 1/1s. I mean, you could do 12 extra damage to wherever you choose, and if they have a token deck, they're just they're just simply done. And like you got cards like Fiery Emancipation that like triples your red damage, and like Torbran.
Oh yeah,
Thane of Redfell. It just seems like a really easy deck to build and just a lot of fun deck because board wipes. I mean, I like doing board wipes, hence my Joyra deck and stuff. So it's just something I could really get behind, and something that I really enjoy about Magic is just burning up the competition.
Yeah, and it definitely does that. I mean, imagine Krenko has 100 goblins, and you blast them in this act and deal 13 to each 100 of those goblins. Goblins, I mean, if they're just base 1/1, that's a ton of extra damage that it's going to destroy everything.
you just kill everyone at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
That's definitely a unique choice. I mean, that's awesome.
I mean, mono color is going to be tough, though.
Oh, yeah.
Mono red, especially with barely any ramp, but I'm sure I'll figure it out if I decide to build a deck. But
yeah,
what deck would you build?
I definitely want to do some sort of 5-color angel deck. Like I am a huge person about angels. They're one of my favorite creature type. They're just so noble, all for the right cause. Especially Avacyn is by far one of my favorite cards because, I mean, it was such a tragic demise that she had because she's this most noble and protecting and loving angel that all of a sudden gets corrupted and has to be unmade, literally unmade. So angels just are this pure essence that I really like of Magic the Gathering. And to build a 5-color and feature all of the really famous angels like Sigarda, Gisela, Avacyn, Bruna, like all of these like really cool angels, it'd be really cool. And especially with the Liza as one of the new Orzhov angels, I mean, it would be so fun to build a 5-color angel deck. And we got some more tribal support in Keldheim, but I really want that 5-color angel that's, an angel that buffs up other angels and gives some homage to angels and stuff. So
I mean, you technically have one angel, and that's Morpheron.
Yeah, I get. Yeah.
It lessens your cost. It just changes your cost to Wooburg, and it's an anthem for your creatures. So there's a possibility there, but it's not technically an angel because it has a shapeshifter and has all creature types. So
yeah, and so I guess Morpheron would be a choice, and I might do it because think about it, like if I'm not having black for some reason, I can't get that swamp or I can't get that island, casting Morpheron for 7 colorless, reduces all my mana cost by Woober, so it is a decent choice. I might do that just as a filler even until my Dream Angel comes out.
That and Fist of Suns. I mean, you could just drop angels just like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So there you go. The deck's already brewing up there.
It's already brewing. Might have to.
Mr. Angel guy over here.
Yeah, but. Well, guys, pretty eventful week in spoilers and teasers. We probably will get a bunch more in the later weeks. We'll try and do our best to stay up to date with them. But stay tuned, guys. We got some Commander games coming out soon, and we have some weekly podcasts. So definitely a ton of content you don't want to miss. So stay tuned. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and like all of our stuff on YouTube. Because...
Wait, we have a Twitter?
Yeah, it's like it's the forgotten child of the of the lot.
Well, that's news to me. So, all right, I guess we got a Twitter now.
Yeah, Facebook as well, but that's another story too.
Alrighty.
But yeah, thank you all, and we'll see you in the next video.